Mr. Clean gets rid of dirt and grime and grease in just a minute. Mr. Clean will clean your whole house and everything that's in it. Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
Sagat's response to the fans was to sabotage an interactive title match between Mr. Clean and Las Vegas Slim. On another occasion, Sagat attacked Mr. Clean and simulated himself getting a 3 count over Mr. Clean. These two obviously have an issue to settle, but since Sagat was not voted into an interactive title match, the title will not be on the line here tonight. This is simply a grudge match. This matchup is not about titles. It's about settling an issue here to see who the better man is between Mr. Clean and Sagat. Mr. Clean now, what's he doing here? He's looking at the crowd for approval, and there's a low blow. Vintage Mr. Clean. And now Mr. Clean shining his bald head. He is very confident here. That has always been one of his greatest traits. Mr. Clean with that confidence level that very few NODQ CAW superstars have. And wait a minute, Mr. Clean now with one of his trademark maneuvers. Nicely executed. And now Mr. Clean rubbing his shoe into the face of Sagat. Very cocky as well by Mr. Clean, but wait a minute. Sagat now with a series of kicks to the shoulder area and one to the face for good measure. Sagat, he feels he should be the No DQ Interactive Champion. He pinned Mr. Clean on one occasion when the title was not on the line. And then Sagat simulated a pinfall on Mr. Clean to try to tell the world that he's the better man. But you know what? He's going to have to prove it in an actual matchup. He's got this opportunity now, one-on-one with Mr. Clean, face-to-face, to show that he is the better man. And now Sagat, slowing the pace down of this matchup. He is the total package wrestling war submission machine. And by the way, he will have a chance to defend that name at No DQ CAW's Ringside Wars. But that's on September 1st. Right now, he's got to face Mr. Clean here. Ringside Wars, I'm sure, is the last thing on his mind right now. Mr. Clean now. He's got him. Wait a minute. A poke right to the eye. And Mr. Clean taunting Sagat. But as you can see, Mr. Clean selling an injury there. Sagat has already worn Mr. Clean down. Mr. Clean now trying to do the same thing to Sagat. Mr. Clean working over the body parts. But wait a minute, there's a low blow. When working over the body parts doesn't work, a low blow surely will get the job done. Just as nicely. Mr. Clean with an attempted clean cut. But Sagat able to counter. And wait a minute, Sagat now. He picks up Mr. Clean. And wait a minute, he's got Mr. Clean in a torture rack. Mr. Clean, you could hear it. The bones literally seconds away from snapping. And Mr. Clean just barely able to get out of that. Wait a minute, Mr. Clean recovers here. Mr. Clean now with another finger poke. I don't know if it was to the good eye or the bad eye of Sagat. And Mr. Clean just sent Sagat to the outside. And yes, we must see instant replays of Sagat flying over the top rope. Mr. Clean now punching away at the total package wrestling war submission machine known as Sagat. Mr. Clean, he likes to fight clean, but sometimes he has to fight dirty. Mr. Clean holding his ribs. Mr. Clean, he has been hurt in this matchup. I don't know to what extent, but wait a minute. Sagat gains control. No, Mr. Clean back up to his feet. Sagat dodges it, and there's a tiger punch. Sagat now signaling for the end here. Sagat now, wait a minute. It looks like Sagat is going for the ankle lock submission. The ankle lock on Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean nowhere near the ropes. Will Mr. Clean give it up here? Will he? No! Mr. Clean does not give up. Mr. Clean showing that heart and desire. Wait a minute. There's the clean cut. The clean cut by Mr. Clean. He connects with it. Mr. Clean, he goes for the cover on Sagat and only gets a 2 count. Sagat kicks out of the clean cut. How about that? And wait a minute. Sagat now choking the life out of Mr. Clean. How much more punishment can the Icon take here? Luckily for Mr. Clean, the No DQ Interactive title is not on the line. Mr. Clean is in big trouble here. Who will get the bragging rights? This match is all about bragging rights. Mr. Clean now signaling for the end. Mr. Clean, he's got Sagat. And there is the clean sweep. The clean sweep onto Sagat. That's normally the setup for the cleaning press. He's going to go for it. Yes, he goes. No! Mr. Clean missed the cleaning press. Sagat picks Mr. Clean up. He's got Mr. Clean. He's going for the torture rack. Again on Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean is in big trouble here. Sagat, he's got it cinched in. And Mr. Clean has given up. Have you ever seen Mr. Clean tap out? I, for one, have not seen Mr. Clean ever give it up in a matchup. Sagat not only beats Mr. Clean, but makes him tap. Right now, it's time for the roadkill match. Let's head backstage. Here we go with this roadkill matchup between Superman and the Joker. The only way to win is to throw your opponent in front of a speeding car, which, by the way, the cars are powered with kryptonite, so Superman is at just as much of a disadvantage as the Joker. There is a long history between these two, well documented. The Joker caused Superman to explode in one match, but Superman came back. However, the Joker's practical jokes continue. Hopefully, Superman can put Joker to rest, but that remains to be seen here. You know the Joker has got to have tricks up his sleeve. The Joker now on top of that car. He's waiting for Superman here. The Joker now goes for a punch, but no. Superman blocks it. Superman, what's he going to do here with the Joker? Superman with that crucifying power bomb on top of that car onto the Joker. Superman now, what's he going to do with the Joker? The Joker gets thrown off right through that crate, head first. Superman has got control of this match in the early goings. I'll tell you what, Superman, he's got a lot of anger built up from what the Joker has done to him over the past several months. It's all about revenge for Superman, but will he get it? The Joker now with a series of low blows onto Superman. Could the Joker finally get rid of Superman once and for all? I don't know if there's room in No DQ CAW for both of these guys. Wait a minute. Superman now takes control here. The Joker now just kicks Superman right off of that platform down the steps. Superman though back up to his feet. Superman, no. Joker reverses it with that sidewalk slam. This match, very dangerous for both of these guys. It could take years off of their career here. The Joker with that, I don't even know what it is. And it bounces, whatever it is. That big giant can. And wait a minute, Superman hanging on for dear life. The Joker kicking away, trying to knock Superman off that apron. I believe Superman has been busted open.